Are you ready for 2024? My name is Sarah, and it's time for our weekly check-in on the astrology and energy dynamics for the week. We're looking at January the 1st through the 7th of 2024. So in this video, we're going to look at the major astrological happenings through the week, and also I have mini scopes at the end of the video for each sign if you want to jump ahead to watch them. It's important to note that this is my take on the energy and the astrology, and it may not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And keep in mind, this is a broad overview. To fully understand what you could expect, you should have a full reading done. So keeping that in mind, let's dive into this week's energy report. As we begin the first week of 2024, there will be a few surprises. We will see the fog lift, and we can look forward to getting back on track. And the big news, of course, is on January the 1st, Mercury resumes direct motion in Sagittarius, making a positive shift for us with all things related to communication, decision-making, travel. It's definitely going to help. There will be less chaos and more order in our lives now. However, the conjunction with Venus square Saturn also on Monday suggests more challenges. This could slow down things and make the week feel more like 2023 than a bright new beginning. But that's okay. That gives you extra time to plan your year. Just take a more cautious approach to making big changes and avoid being impulsive. It's okay to plan and talk things through. Don't make any major life changes this week. Also, be on the lookout for tension in relationships. You may feel unable to express yourself or even put into words what you need from your partner now, as committed relationships are changing and evolving. And this is because we're all transforming. We're all changing. We're all evolving. So, of course, our relationships are going to feel this as well. Taurus and Libra will feel this aspect the most strongly. This square aspect could even bring more challenges in their personal relationships, especially in terms of dealing with couples' responsibilities and sharing the household chores and personal burdens. And if you are struggling with this, make a list of what needs attention now and talk things through around the 5th or so. This will clear the air and stop this from turning into something much bigger down the road. And most everyone will feel the need to review their personal responsibilities and look for ways to find a better balance. On Wednesday, we have the 4th quarter moon in Libra, and it's time for reflection and reassessment. Yeah, things are changing, and we may need to refocus our plans and do some strategizing on what we need to do next. We'll continue to focus on relationship, balance, and harmony, though. So this makes this an excellent time to, of course, talk to your partner about what needs to change and also to work towards creating more balance in your life. Aries might struggle to find balance between their individual needs and how much time and energy their current partnership requires this week. And this could leave you feeling tired and grumpy, so be aware of your attitude before you say something that you'll regret later. On Thursday, Mars enters Capricorn and restores our sense of drive. Mars is comfortable in Capricorn as it's considered exalted in the sign. Capricorns may feel a boost in energy and a drive to pursue their goals now. Aries will also benefit from Mars' disciplined energy, helping them focus on long-term objectives and get stuff done. But regardless of your sign, you'll feel more ambitious and ready to make positive changes. Clear up any communication problem or misunderstanding that has arisen during, Mercury retrograde. That could mean rebooking appointments or checking in with people who didn't respond to texts or emails. Later this week and into next week is a more favorable time for making decisions and signing contracts and moving forward with your plans. So today, return important phone calls and set up networking lunches or meetings with this new inspired energy. So overall, it's a slow start, but that's okay. Stay focused this week and manage your impulsive tendencies. This is the time to make plans and strategize rather than make major life changes. We're still in the post-shadow of Mercury, so as I said, make plans and talk them through with your family, but refrain from jumping into anything just yet. Great week to continue decluttering and cleaning out unused items from your closet to your inbox. Donate, of course, anything that is usable, and get rid of the rest. Take charge and start getting organized. And with Mars and Capricorn, we'll get a needed push for navigating potential challenges this week, and it will set a positive tone really for the beginning of the year. So overall, it's a slow start, but it's okay because it just gives us extra time to plan and strategize. So now let's look at what each sign can expect for the week. Oh, and I have full videos for some of the signs for January up, so they're listed below if you'd like to check them out for more clarity as well. Aries who are in relatively new relationships or committed partnerships will definitely feel the strain this week of trying to figure out how to balance everything. You have more added responsibilities on your plate and you need to set up a new schedule. So take some time this week to discuss things with your family and set up new ground rules. Singles are ready to get back into the dating game now and you're open to new experiences. But partners are still trying to find their way with more practical things like whose job it is to take the trash out and who's going to run the budget and things like that. It's not really bad stuff, it's just things that need to be addressed before they get out of control. Taurus, Mercury direct will help you feel much more optimistic. You've been worrying about the state of the world and it's left you feeling depressed and down. But now with the energy shifting, you see some personal solutions come into view. So this is a great time to plan your month and use your personal resources to feel more secure. If you're struggling trying to set resolutions for 2024, but in the past you've never been able to really stick to any type of resolution planning, then don't worry about it. Instead, pick one area of your life you want to change and work towards creating a plan of simple steps rather than big resolutions that will impact that area of your life. And you'll find that you'll be more likely to be successful and happier with the outcome overall. Committed Taurus natives will need to discuss plans with their family before committing to anything, but overall you feel more positive by Friday and you're ready to commit to a more positive outlook in general for 2024. Gemini, the fog is lifting now and you start focusing on improving your connections with others and bringing more balance into your life. You've been thinking about money and reassessing your budget and thinking about what you need to do to conserve more money and also bring more in. This could mean a change in career or possibly starting your own business and getting really serious about it this year. It's time to turn your focus to nurturing your relationships. It's pretty obvious people close to you are suffering, but they're not asking for help for whatever reason. Maybe they just don't know how to bring it up. So this is a good time for you to make the first move and bring it up, and also remember to be patient and listen before you problem solve. Overall, it's a good start for the year for Gemini. Cancer, this is a much better week for you as work issues are shifting for you and you feel much more optimistic. You're also feeling more relaxed and much healthier this week. You're getting things done without overdoing it, and you're not stressing yourself out. You're finding better balance overall. Make a list and be sure to break down what needs to be done in tiny steps because you will need to continue conserving your energy because you have so many fun and wonderful things ahead of you. So overall, a great start to the year, Cancer. Leo, fun and adventure are back on the calendar. Woohoo, it's about time. You feel better mentally and physically now as you create a plan for January, and you feel more nourished at work as well. You've been reviewing 2023 and thinking about what changes you need to input at work so that you can have a better work-life balance. You've also been looking at your budget, finances, and thinking about the future. This has been a slower but more productive time for you. Now that energy is coming to a close and you're ready to go out and have fun and celebrate and have adventures, Leo. And soon you'll be putting new plans into motion. If you're not traveling in January, you're definitely creating a plan to travel soon. Virgo, with this shifting energy, you may find yourself very emotional this week. Let people know what you need now and ask for assistance. You don't have to take on all the responsibility yourself. You'll feel more empowered when you have a strong support system. So cultivate that, talk things through, and make sure everyone's on the same page. This is a good start, although somewhat uncomfortable, but it's a good start for the year. Libra, for the last month you've been all over the place with the Mercury retrograde energy. Now the fog is beginning to clear and you can address miscommunication issues and get your budget back on track. You may be struggling with issues around your new relationship or seeing a change in a long-term one. And Libra, you're also doing some serious thinking about where you want to live. So don't let miscommunication ruin your mood. Single Libras may also be considering shifting their family dynamics. That could be possibly taking a new relationship to the next level, or it could be just, you're ready to change jobs and move. You're tired of this and you want something new. And actually, committed Libra natives could be feeling the same way. It's time to clear the air and talk things through, from parenting styles to whose job it is to take out the trash. Address these issues before they turn into something much worse. Overall, it's a good week for you. Just stay focused and make sure that you include time for self-care. Scorpio, with Mars exalted in Capricorn on the 4th, you're much more productive and making the most of work and socializing now. This energy is also pushing you to be more engaged with your friends and loved ones. You're planning a trip to visit old friends, and this could end up being a fun road trip that makes wonderful once-in-a-lifetime memories. So don't hesitate to do that. But do make sure that you fully plan it out before jumping in the car. And if you're worried about finances, for you too, the fog is lifting. Look at your finances. They're not as horrible as you thought they were last week. You can use your resources now to create a stable plan for the future. Take your time and don't rush the process. Don't overcommit this week, as you need to also practice self-care because you have a lot of really interesting things happening in January and into February and March. Things are definitely improving for Scorpio. Sag, we see you feeling much more confident and stronger this week. You're getting over possibly a cold or an illness, and now you're ready to get back in there and make the most of this new energy. You may have felt completely off with part of the retrograde, and you may have felt things very chaotic, especially around your birthday. And things generally get really chaotic for Sagittarius around their birthday. That fire energy really comes to a head. Now things are settling down, and you feel like you can move forward now. You can tackle projects with more focus and determination, and you're thinking more positive about the future. You're also being pushed to stand more in your truth and be more authentic with those around you this week. Sagittarius is a very wise sign, but you usually don't give unsolicited advice or meddle in other people's business. So people around you generally have to ask for your opinion. And we see this happening more and more in January. And beginning this week, we see people seeking you out for advice, asking you about their problems, looking for clarity that only you can give them. You're less likely also to sugarcoat your take on their situation, and this may be exactly what they need to hear. So just be prepared to set some boundaries around how much time you can give to these people, though. But overall, this is a very good week for you. You feel more empowered and you feel more like your old self. Capricorn, you're feeling determined and grounded this week. Finish your current projects before you commit to anything new, though. This is going to be a great year for you, Capricorn, but you will need to pace yourself, and that begins this week. Rest and recharge your batteries and refine your plan. And know that you do have all that you need to succeed in 2024. And also, it's likely that Capricorn is going to travel in January and February. It could be that you're planning your trip right now, making large purchases and, rethinking your budget. And that's okay, because you're very good with money and you're very good with manifesting money. And know that everything that you're about to spend will come back to you very shortly. Have a great trip. Aquarius, everything is changing. Now that Mercury retrograde is ending, you feel less foggy and ready to tackle these new challenges, which is really good because you spent most of December cocooned and doing deep personal work. This week, you're processing your findings and making a plan for climbing out of the rut that you've found yourself in lately. And spoiler, get as much done as you can before the 20th of January, when Pluto enters Aquarius for more or less the next 20 years. This will definitely be a turning point in your life as you cross over into new territory and huge personal transformation. But we'll talk more about that as we get closer. What felt out of control now feels more like a sign from spirit. Nurture yourself this week and dream of the best outcome. This begins with a step-by-step plan to get there. You'll see more clarity around the situation when you discuss it with friends, family, and loved ones. Ask for advice, talk things through, and know that this is actually the beginning of the best year in a long time for Aquarius. Pisces, this is a week to make progress. Now that the haze of Mercury retro has lifted, you feel more focused and ready to take action. Reconnect with important people in your life and ask for advice. Talk things through. You're feeling more supported and in control by the weekend, and you're ready to make big plans. This is the beginning of a new positive chapter for Pisces, and it's going to take a few months before things really get rolling for Pisces. So use this downtime now to rest and reflect on what you want to create. So overall, yeah, it's a slower week, but still, I feel like we can make a lot of progress. I hope you enjoyed this overview. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing for more. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to see how this year unfolds for us. Let me know how things are going in your life and leave me a comment. Your comments and feedback are always welcome, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings!